Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure exactly what happened there, but hopefully you do have us now. We have missed a couple of ends here and there. We've missed 2 there, thanks to a good old technical glitch that we so know and love on Rinkside Live. So unfortunately, that's what we've had to deal with this morning. But hopefully, you do have us back.
Good news for the South Australians is you've taken the lead on this rink, and you've got a lead overall on the big board at the moment.
Yes.
Connor's been madly getting things fixed. He'll update those boards when he gets a chance for us on screen. But South Australia leading 16-8 after 14 ends on the master board. And that's the black team 6 over Schraner's team 5 on this particular rink. Nick just needs this to run now. He's played it very well.
It's been a fruitful few ends for South Australia across the whole scoreboard.
Well, except for the first end, because the first end was killed, and then the subsequent first end, they crossed over 2 down. Since then, the last 4 ends in a row, South Australia have crossed in front by 2, 3, 2 and 1. So, getting bowls in the head early.
Well, last time we updated the overall, it was 5-2 in favour of New South Wales. It's now 8-16. So South Australia picked up 14 shots to New South Wales' 3.
Crow Eaters have come out to play.
Crow Eater?
South Australians, Crow Eaters.
Why?
Just always been known as that.
Okay. Is that why they call the Adelaide Crows?
Most likely.
Okay. Well, let's have a look at what's happening around the rinks here, around the greens, because Tasmania lead the ACT 20-11 after 16 ends. The Northern Territory and Queensland 18-28 ahead after 22 ends. And Victoria lead WA after 17 ends. It's 18-10 to Victoria in Maddie Flapper's record game. On the women's side of things, ACT leading Tasmania 18-10. As I refresh my page, it's 18-11 now. New South Wales leads South Australia 16-13, and Western Australia lead Victoria 19-17. Queenslanders lead the NT 23-11.
So John O'Voigt's on a rescue mission here. Not the best head, but he's delivered when needed. He's done a pretty good job here, just needs to stop. Still 1 to New South Wales, indicated by a marker with the blue paddle. So I referenced South Australia as being Crow Eaters. I presume it's not a derogatory term. If any South Australians in the comments, let me know if I'm being rude. Oh, but it's you've got the cane toads of Queensland and sand gropers for WA. You've heard that term, sand gropers?
No.
Haven't you?
Never. What do you do to the sand? Just pick up clumps of it? Or?
They grope it.
Oh, okay.
Sand gropers.
They grope sand. There you go.
I don't think they're seen as derogatory terms, but please let me know in the comments. Like Connor when he gropes the sand in the ditch before a game to
exactly.
get himself ready.
Scrapes his bare
Give it a
feet.
little nibble.
Yeah. Scrapes his bare feet
I was
on
about
the
to say,
grass.
yeah, I use my feet, not my hands. So.
And well, Carlos has put in a beauty.
Whatever works for you, Connor.
So 2 at the moment here for New South Wales. Carl looking to add a third. That beautiful rhythmic compact action of Carl Healy. Just needs to stay around the top. It does. So respect that South Australia for the last 4 ends had held on crossover. They don't this time. 3 to the negative at the moment.
Yeah, 2 great bowls from Carl Healy. Great healing hands, as Val likes to use at BPL.
Yep. I use it anywhere Carl plays.
I think one of Ian Healy's nicknames was Salvo. With the healing
yep.
cream.
Salvo or is it Savlon?
Savlon.
I just used Savlon for the first time at BPL. It's wonderful.
Troy's.
Well,
And Blackie takes out Nix, but Carl's red bowls remain. Call Carl the Apothecary. So we hope that everyone has rejoined us. The numbers have dropped off slightly after a break in the stream. But we are back.
Leroy gives a bit of a grunt after that one. I don't think he fancies it.
And that is the reason why.
It's an interesting choice here for Blackie. He's gone hard with the first. Doesn't really have a lot left on that forehand side now, playing weight. Looks like a draw shot to me on the backhand side. Get to the jack high bowl, slip underneath it, set the shot. Going again.
Watching. Just sneaking past.
It's a great try. Very little target. Had to be on the outside half of the jack to get it. Just misses wide, so big chance now. Valerio to add another. He's not going to find a hole, is he? No.
That'll do. So another score to...
How's it, 3 or 4?
Yeah, I reckon this might be 4.
I reckon it could be close to 5.
Yeah, I think I saw Peter Taylor put a handful up, but
Well,
I don't know if I saw the thumb away or standing.
well, the marker 2 bowls ago was signalling 3 in a measure. Leroy's put another one in.
And that is a 5. So, after 3 big ends for South Australia, New South Wales make a big leap. 10 shots to 6 after 6. Dave Brown on the comments saying Crow Eaters not derogatory anymore. The term is thought to be linked to South Australians who arrived in the goldfields during the gold rush, so hungry they had eaten crows. Oh, there you go.
I knew someone would know it there. Thank you, Dave. I just remember it from my childhood back in the State of Origin days.
Yep.
That's the South Australians are always referred to as the Crow Eaters, WA as the Sand Gropers.
Yep. Or the Victorians known as just the Big V.
The Big V.
I knew that, but I thought there might have been another name.
Just the Big V.
The Big V.
Charlie here just needs to run this out. Still travelling. It's pretty handy. Beautiful line on this, Nick Carl. Beautiful weight too.
Aerospaces, those multicoloured bowls, working well. Don't really see too many people using the aerospace.
Tell you what, Charlie's not far away again here. Just 18 inches short. Petitala's had a good start to this game. He's currently the only player on the rink that hasn't missed an end yet. He's had at least one of his two within 2.5 feet. Every end so far.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's what I'm using for the effectiveness rate today, Connor, about 2.5 feet.
What if they're weighted shots?
Whether they miss by a bowl or less.
Okay. I like that. What if they're cover bowls?
Based on proximity to where the foot was.
I'll tell you what's effective today. Troy Corber.
Thank you, Dal.
You're an effective man.
Got lots of ticks and crosses happening here. I'll bring an update of the third of the way through where we're sitting. Like a good stat.
Who likes them more, you or Clive?
Oh, definitely Clive.
I think it's his middle name.
Clive yearns for them. There is a definite yearning.
There's a yearning for this to hold, and it won't.
And I put the moz on Peter Taylor. My apologies, Pete. So a reasonably good head set up here for New South Wales at the moment. One on, one in a good position behind South Australia with everything at the front. Interesting to see what Jono plays here.
Carl Healy. New South Wales in a pretty good position to send. Got the one with the well set up.
Yeah, Jono's got to have perfect line and weight to get around the front to sit the shot. Because if you're going a bit fast, they don't sort of curl hard until late. So if your weight's not perfect, you're going to skip past that shot bowl. He's nearly played it perfectly. Again, another one in the South Australian wall there. Great deal that Lee can really do about this as far as that wall to play to. So he's got everything in a good position behind. Looking to try and nail this jack from out wide around Peter Taylor's bowls. A little wiggle, but can't get it past that wall. If they can somehow get a superb angle and get a plan of one of their front bowls onto the shot bowl, they'll be holding a few. Probably the blue and white bowler Charlie Hicks in the middle of the three there would be the best one to get that sort of result. Nathan Black on the forehand and on the trot.
You know he's close when he's on the trot.
Well, he's done it.
He's done it.
There was a bit of Richie Benno about that, wasn't there? He's done it. Played it with good weight. That hang around weight. Just had to be in the area and he got a good land off that front bowl. So now Leroy. Bit of consternation going on here about what to play.
What would you be playing here for Leroy, Troy?
He's got to be slightly careful in that he's got that lone bowl in the head, so he doesn't want to open up the head that potentially gives Blackie an opportunity to get to that bowl easily.
He does have the back stuff, though. Is there a way he can get the kitty moving backwards about a metre and he'd have three?
Yeah, probably inside Peter's tight bowl. Look for the inside edge of Isaac's bowl, potentially.
He's playing big weight. Oh, like that.
Well, he's got a good result.
And he says that's extraordinary.
Fortune favours the brave.
And I'll tell you what, Lee Schraner might have just put himself 4 up here. It's very, very close. 3 it is. How on earth has he done that?
Well,
it was there. The shot was there.
There were lots of opportunities out the front to do something. And he got a good result.
And we were talking to Andrew Howie yesterday afternoon session. He said sometimes those shots are just a bit easier, play of weight, see what happens rather than trying to play the perfect shot in this type of green. We saw ACT try to play the perfect shot a lot of times, and they were missing, where their opponents in Queensland, Kane Nelson, put on a drive masterclass, and he was just playing weight a lot of the time and getting results.
Lucky. Well, got a little tickle out the front and took one out, but based on our markers' indications, this will be 2. Well, if they've taken that one out, I reckon this is close to 3. 2 it is.
It's like it's like a duel of the fates, this game. You got blue versus red,
Yeah.
like Jedi versus Sith.
Yeah, that kind of fell on deaf ears at BPL, didn't it? Only you and I really found that funny. It's more just the meme of it.
Yeah.
For those who haven't seen Star Wars, get around it.
Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul, this game. I'm not saying
Qui-Gon.
Nathan Black's Darth Maul, but
I've never seen you so excited in an event as you were at BPL when we had Voldemort doing the Right at Home challenge.
It was very funny. It's not Star Wars though, Troy.
No, I know, but just
Don't
talking
get it
about.
mixed up.
Sorry, I was talking about geeky stuff, and so
Yeah, okay. No, I'm a big nerd when it comes to Harry Potter, Star Wars. Troy, do you know this person? John Corber.
yeah, that's the old man.
Hello, John. Your son is a strapping young fella.
Hello, old boy. Hope you're well.
Is he down here
No, lives on the Goldie.
on the Gold?
And John, to your question about the green being quite difficult to master, is for most players, but not Troy.
Had the old Henselite super grips out in little breaks of play. Had a couple of little tiny rolls. We're talking about how we'd love to put an All-Stars game together and get them playing with the super grips. Are going to be fantastic to watch. Especially with the grass on this green that you need to take. Great shot from Isaac. Brilliant. So, a third of the way through this game. A few little stats for stats minds out there. So, battle of the leads, Charlie Hicks and Nick Carl. Not a lot splitting them. Charlie operating at 44%. Nick at 38. And I mentioned Peter Taylor playing well at the moment. He's operating at 50%. Isaac's put a few good ones in, but he's just down at 25 at the moment, so he'll probably be just looking to amp that up and create a little bit more consistency. The battle of the skips, so in terms of conversion score, so from how many they were up or down when they crossed over to what the end result was. At the moment it's Lee Schraner +8, Nathan Black -8.
So New South Wales have hit the lead again in the overall scoreboard.
So, Fry has been commenting a few times throughout this national. It's great to have your company, asking, does Bowls Australia have rules about what state the bowlers can represent? Well, I know that there are rules, and it just depends on, because there's obviously world bowls permutations around that. I think if you haven't bowled for your country for a certain period of time for it,
months.
I think 24 months, then you can come back. Oh,
wow, double wiki woo.
Yeah. Little rub.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
So 24 months. So Lara Butler, that's why she's playing for Western Australia. Hasn't played for Switzerland since the World Bowls Championships in 2023. So that's why she can play.
State selections based on your registered state.
Yeah.
That you're registered as the primary member at.
Yep.
Just falls in for Carlos.
So, yeah, so and there are rules about, when you make a change to your state, how long you can play for. I think I'm not sure how long you have to be registered with your new state to play. So I know Cody Packer was pretty quickly in that New South Wales team. I can't remember if he was in immediately or not.
John Overweight looks quick. Needs the jack. Ooh, just around it. Be interested to know people's thoughts in the comments. Are you happy with the current rulings around state representation? Would you like it to see it be an actual origin of birth type arrangement?
Well, like what they do with AFL, state of origin. Doesn't matter where you're playing, or NRL. More so NRL.
Oh, NRL's a bit dodgy at times about who plays for Queensland and New South Wales. Definitely the AFL was always very stringent about it. You
don't
were born there, that's where you play for.
And it seems as though that's what's going to happen with this one-off. I don't know if it's going to be a one-off, but it's going to be in Perth in February, Valentine's Day. But, yeah, the NRL State of Origin. I think there's... I don't know. I think the NRL, they do it so well. They really invest. I'm not sure if it is going to work with the AFL.
It'll be interesting to see.
NRL, just the way they do it, the passion that they have for it, and the fact that they haven't stopped it. And then, then Starfry makes a really good point. These days people play pennant across multiple states, and it's exactly right. New South Wales and Victoria both fly in a plethora of superstars. We see Aaron Sheriff, Ray Pearce playing for Deer Park. We've got Nathan Black currently playing for Yarraville Footscray.
He's got this on a good arc, but is it going to stop? It's not. So it's a battle of the corrections here. Lee and Nathan have both gone sailing into the pit. See how well they can correct.
John Corber saying opportunity for BA to set up a State of Origin comp. I would like that, but the format would need to be one that is not this.
Yeah, well, isn't that just sides though?
Well, not particularly, because you look at You know, a lot of players that have been born in other states that have made moves, like Chloe Stewart's a Victorian.
Nathan Rice.
Nathan Rice is
Tasmanian.
Tasmanian.
Oh.
Colleen Orr's a Victorian.
Connor's
Playing
now
f-
petitioning for the change.
Yeah.
So he can get Lurchy in,
Yeah.
in the green.
Aaron Wilson's a Victorian.
Yeah,
Maddie Lucas is a Victorian.
I like the discussion. I don't necessarily have an opinion either way. Certainly with my events and competition manager hat on, I don't necessarily have a position, but I think it's a good discussion.
Sean Baker, he's from the NT. So, you know, you look at some of these people, and Tristan Smallercombe would be lost to WA. So I don't mind the idea. Maybe if you pick a 12, maybe based on where they're born, or you pick a five-a-side state of origin five-a-side, which could be quite fun. Or you do it in maybe a BPL style format.
Handy pick up there for
Yeah.
the Crow Eaters.
They definitely needed it. 10-9. Yes, that's a really interesting one, and I do like the idea, John, of a state of origin sort of style event. Because yes, while this is the pinnacle for a lot of people, they're not playing for this. A lot of them aren't playing for the state that they were born in.
How about on a portable rink at the base of Uluru? How cool would that be?
It would be cool. We'd need Max Australia to bring a portable dome with us as well. Quite hot. But yeah, so maybe send us through some of the other players that you know were born in other states and what they're representing now. I think Aaron Sheriff was born in New South Wales, was he not?
I believe so.
So that'd be a big coup for New South Wales. You bring in Omar. But of course, Lindsay Clark probably wouldn't be able to play for Queensland. She was born in the UK.
And they're the things you've got to work out, a bit like the NRL with the Tongan and
Yeah.
Fijian players and
Kelsey,
Kiwis.
born in New Zealand.
Yep.
Imagine that. You ban them both from playing for Queensland, even though that's the state that they associate with.
Maybe, make it for internationals or people that are born overseas. Maybe it's their first primary residence on entering the country, maybe something like that.
Allies. But yeah, I think there could be some merit to it. Who knows? Would certainly shake things up. Masterboard 24-17, New South Wales. Sort of toed and froed so far this morning.
Just starting to flex their muscle. Nice little touch from Isaac gives South Australia a shot in here. But yeah, this is where South Australia have got to go with them. It's the moving third of the match. Ends 8-14.
What are your thoughts on Toronto? You're a Queenslander now. The Ashes opening in Perth rather than Brisbane.
Not a fan.
Neither am I. Actually,
It's pretty rotten, I reckon, actually.
I would like to go to the Perth Test. I really would. Optus Stadium looks incredible. But sorry, WA, the traditional opener. You know, Brisbane, Mitch Stark running in, Steve Harmison running in and bowling that wide. All of these moments have come at Brisbane. Dave Brown actually making a really good point. So the old AFL State of Origin rules weren't where a player was born, or where they first played footy in terms of international. So Jim Steins played for Victoria, so you could think of something similar for Bowles. So there you go. You bring in Lindy, you bring in Kelsey, stay at Queensland. Because that's where they settled. Something to think about, that's for sure. And Erdsteifer saying Perth isn't Perth without the whacker. And I did a tour when I was in Perth and proper holiday of the whacker, and there was something really special about that place. Yes, it was a little bit old and run down, but as a proper cricket venue.
I think we miss the unique nature of the pitch. So many drop-in pitches now. A lot of the pitches have lost their character.
And that one, I think you look back at that 2013-14 series when the Cracks, you could lose a wallet down there.
Time Curly Ambrose ripped through us at the whacker.
Favourite moment, probably still Ryan Harris's first ball to Alistair Cook.
Unplayable, wasn't it?
I remember watching it live. I was up off the couch.
That's 2 now. South Australia. Leroy's asking for some weight here. Inside edge of the bowl. How's it tracking? Anything could happen. Wow. A lot happened, but
still
the situation is still exactly the same, just a different 2.
Natasha Van Eldick on this green, also playing her 200th state game for New South Wales, so congratulations to her. 2-time Commonwealth Games gold medalist. Like in 2018, she's a world champion as well. Peter Thornton saying that Claire Turley is a Victorian. That is correct, actually. She is a Victorian. So if we did play that sort of State of Origin and she was part of it, well, she'd be right in there. Cass Millerick would move from Victoria to Queensland.
Is that a tactical blocker there from,
I don't know,
Nathan Black?
I wouldn't have thought so.
Just a short bowl.
It's pretty hard to put a blocker that's going to stop Lee from playing whatever he wants to play. Such an open head.
So I think the Blues might have just scored another one. Go through the live scores at the end of this end.
Leroy doesn't need the hole, and he got the hole. He went searching.
Nathan Black could just be looking to tidy us up. It's at the moment, it's pretty well set up for Leroy. Trail of the jack. Sandy. Just lay 2.
He's not going to get the same hole again, is he? He's gone twice in the same hole. Oh, he clips it.
He's cleared one. So just the one to South Australia. Making a score 10-12. They've hit double figures. Charlie Hicks at the mat. Don't know if he's going to keep it in bounds. No, he does. So South Australia, only 2 behind now for 9 ends.
So the women's go through some of those at the moment. The ACT leading Tassie after 30 ends, 25-20.
Wow.
I've just given Connor a heart attack. Queensland lead the NT 44-20. New South Wales 40-13 ahead of South Australia. That's after 25. And Victoria lead Western Australia 32-29 after 30. So that's pretty close. WA surely couldn't lose another heartbreaker, could they? Tassie leading the ACT in the men's 33-19. Queensland leading the NT 44-32. South Australia have just hit back. We're a little bit slow on the masterboard at the moment. 26-24 in favour of South Australia. So they've just scored big. And
yeah, one of Rudy or Scotty T's got a number there.
And Victoria lead Western Australia 26-21 in Matty Flapper's record game.
So Matty has the record now at 442. Who was on 441?
That is a great question, Troy.
Come on, Val.
That is a wonderful, wonderful question.
You prepare better than that, mate. Come on.
Oh, I'm very prepared. Isaac Trenorden from Sturt. Jumping on again. Cheryl Flapper commenting on Mark Jacobson had the record. Thank you, Cheryl. I knew somebody would know, and Cheryl, the lovely individual. So Mark Jacobson, on a day where he's lost the record, hopefully he's still okay. It's always a tough day for record holders when they do lose it.
They're made to be broken.
Well, that's why with Brian Lara's high score of 400, why did Simon Harmer not go for it? Or no, Rian Mulder. Sorry.
Yeah.
He was flying.
Out of respect.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't get it.
I'm with you. Records are there to be broken.
He could have scored 500. There's no sign of slowing down. And they declared, come on, not good enough. Tim Payne should have let David Warner go for it as well. This one got...
Carl.
Oh, yes.
Was that when David Warner was cramping up?
No, that was on 200, but at Adelaide against Pakistan in 2019.
Yeah, wasn't he 380 or something like that?
335, I think he made. Tim Payne declared.
It's just to slow down. Slow down. It does.
Who's been your pick of the bowlers on this rink this morning? Jono Voigt, for me, has been supreme. And looking at all your ticks.
Percentage-wise,
Yep.
he was, of the 6, the front 3 for each of the teams, he was operating at the highest effectiveness rate. And I think there's been a couple of ends where maybe Corey and Isaac have been a little wayward, and he's bowled some big ones as well. So I think he's right up there.
For me, Carl Healy's pretty good. Then a few begins where he's either set it up well for Leroy or drawn a shot. How's he looking in the effectiveness rate, Troy?
Well, he's had a good couple of last ends, but I actually had him. Only had him at 32% after 7 ends.
Oh, completely off the mark.
So sorry to burst your bubble there, but you're right though, Connor. Sometimes it's about when you've played them as much as how many, particularly when you're playing back end.
Yeah.
Big difference between bowling a good bowl and adding a 5th shot in when you're holding 4 than when you're 4 down and you draw the absolute out.
You see a lot of times as a front-end player, playing a good game means kind of consistency, just keep them being around there, where a good game for back-end players, you play the big bowls at the right time.
Yep.
So, for those of you that missed this morning, Matthew Flapper became the National Games record holder, 442 and still counting. Great achievement from one of the stars of the game.
Hopefully he comes back to rack up the 450 next year.
450.
450.
Where's that from?
It's just an old school term for 50.
Well, he'll
50.
probably reach it before Nationals. So if he's got the rest of the games this side, and then they'll have probably some test series in between.
Wobble, wobble, wobble. Doesn't quite count.
So again, sort of this middle part of the game, things teetering out a little bit.
Carl's grabbed the mat, so he fancies it for shot. Confirmed. So it's only the second end of this match where at crossover of the thirds, it's remained the same shot count at the end of the end. So Lee and Nathan have been turning heads over.
Okay.
$13 shots to 10. Last the board 26-25. $28-25 now in favour of South Australia. Tasmania lead the ACT by 8. Queensland lead the Northern Territory by 13, and Victoria lead WA by 9. And then in the women's side of things, so if Tassie win and New South Wales lose, Tasmania will go a game clear, a win clear.
Good follow-up and correction there from Nick Carl. Charlie doesn't need to do a lot different here. Just overplayed it a little. Peter Taylor is trying to get in there. A couple of feet short. Still handy. Isaac. It's a nice high line on this. Not sure it's going to come back from out there though.
So women's side of things, scores showing Tasmania now ahead of the ACT, 32-26. So they've jumped up. Queensland 49-20 over the NT, and New South Wales 41-14. They have enjoyed it in here, and I think they play in here 3 or 4 times as well.
Loving the carpet. Yeah, they've got 3 games in here.
Well, they are the Blues. It is blue carpet. They should be at home. Victoria leading Western Australia in a tight one, 33-31. Carlos does well.
Yeah, good shot. It's just starting to get a bit sort of ugly at the front of the head too.
So we're going to get a change on the overall master board. 28-27 as we near the halfway point. 28 ends gone overall. So very interesting.
Jono, he's having a little look here. It's not 100 miles away.
Oof.
Oh, wow. He had that jack for all money then. He's just touched that front bowl.
He's opened it up for Nathan, though. And that's probably what we're talking about, that percentage for threes. Sometimes you might not get the shot, but you make it easy for you to skip.
He's definitely done that. I think he's got another rocket too yet, hasn't he, Jono? Or is he out of ammo?
Geez, a pretty good week for Matty Flapp. I've just seen on Facebook that it was his anniversary yesterday. 14 years married to his wife Linda, so happy anniversary to them. And then today breaks the all-time record. Games played for your state. 3 and a measure called for New South Wales. So Nathan Black with it all to do.
Yeah, I like it for 4.
Yeah.
At the moment. So big end coming up here from Blackie. We spoke about the back end bowls and it's the times you do them, and South Australians need him here on this end. Leroy looking to add to the pain. He's going to overshoot. Not wasted there, though.
So, Nathan did kill Isaac to play with some weight. Would you be doing the same, Troy, or just drawing to cut down?
The bowls behind the jack are probably 1.5 feet. It's really probably about how Blackie's feeling. Like, if he's feeling this backhand side on the draw, he's well and truly good enough just to draw the shot.
Looks like he's lining up the draw.
He's got to get within 3 foot of the jack to cut it down to 2. And as I say, about 14 inches to get shot. They're asking for it to get down. Blackie. Blackie.
Oh, yes.
Nathan Black special.
Brilliantly done by Nathan Black. Bit of black magic for your Friday morning.
At least sit this bowl out now. It's a hard shot on this green just to clear the front. Enough weight to bend and sit it out.
Sure, he's going to get there. That Tassie fiddly weight on this green.
I kind of like the other hand, Troy, playing forehand.
Peter's bowl coming up, comes
Yeah.
under the jack and sits it out. Yeah.
Yeah, and you play a bit of weight, try to go under the jack, sit it through.
He's maybe concerned about squirting the
Yeah,
jack
side
out
cutting
at 7 o'clock. But. So now Nathan, from 4 down on the crossover, has a chance to make 2 here. Can he repeat the dose? Well, he started trotting and then he stopped. So I don't know that he likes it especially.
Well, now he's trotting again. Telling it to get back, get down. I reckon he might have done it.
Well,
Brilliantly done from Nathan Black.
he didn't help us out much with his body language that end, did he?
But in the end, didn't mind it. And it was 28 all briefly. And South Australia, eke ahead, 2-shot advantage.
He's king of the rink at Pine Rivers on the
he
TV
is.
rink. Is he going to make himself king of the rink on Rink 6 and Devonport Indoor?
He is king of the rink, that is for sure. What he did on finals night, BPL. Some people didn't quite enjoy what I said that night, but I stand by it. Stand by it.
So Peter Barnett asking about the speed of the greens outside. So we've had a couple of great days of weather, Peter. By the time we got to the end of the games yesterday, the 2 closest grass greens to the indoor were running at about 14. Slightly slower on the very bottom green, but a very playable pace. And once this dew's dried off in the next hour or so, we should see these greens running a touch over 14 by later this afternoon. Just more than suitable for the standard of bowls that we're getting. And they haven't had I'm sure it's been mentioned previously, the worst lead in weather-wise Greenkeeper's nightmare.
They've done a great job, the greenkeepers.
The club has done a great job. Quite incredible. Good facilities.
It's a beautiful drive into the club here.
It is.
On the grounds of the golf course. Behind trees on the sides of the roads as you drive in.
Really
hoping to
surprised.
avoid a golf ball to your windscreen.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm surprised that one hasn't really strayed too close to the car as of yet.
Nick Carl, magnificent. Gets some paint for his trouble. Isaac just needs this to run on. That's a great try. Oh, he gets a little love tap on Nick Carl's bowl there. Springs it out.
Makes it a tiny bit easier.
Yeah, it was a nice little bit of contact. That's a great example of how far these jacks move on the indoor carpet. Like he's just touched that bowl.
I have noticed when doing a roll up in the bowls and how much faster the jacks move. Just giving a nudge and I'm like, whoa, that's flying in the ditch. Whereas if you gave the same nudge to the bowler, they wouldn't go that far.
Talking to Kane Nelson over in Orange Juice last night, and he was saying that there's been quite a few leads that have lost a jack because it's compared to the bowl.
Yeah.
It's
Very different.
rolling on a lot with the jack roll.
Well, Brendan Wilson did struggle a little bit with it yesterday, but you know, it's when you're adjusting from an outdoor jack to an indoor jack, it's that's also quite a correction in itself that you have to make.
Geez, he led well yesterday afternoon,
Boy,
Brendan, didn't he? Not sure how happy he'd be with his nickname Brenda, but played some great bowls from the lead position. So the way John Overwood's been playing, I'd back him in here. Really important for South Australia to get in first here because they do not want New South Wales to tuck this jack around the corner a foot. It's going to become very ugly very quickly if they do. So it's first in, best dressed here. Tell you what, I don't hate it. Oh, good effort.
But it hates you.
Yeah. How dare you bowl?
So this one, New South Wales, they're sitting on 21 straight matches, looking to make it 22. But South Australia are right with them. These three rinks of SA, they didn't have the best day yesterday. One draw, one loss. Would have loved to have beaten Victoria in the afternoon.
Carl Healy. It's a great shot. They've got that little nest of New South Wales bowls there sitting behind the jack. The warning bells are ringing. I think John Overwood's going to be a bit high here.
Yep.
High and dry, so...
But if that stays on, which it will, it's not terrible. If Nathan Black wants to have a little dip.
Carl looking to try and get the jack 10 inches down the line. He's not going to get it 10 inches down the line there. That's going to cut. It's another good bowl in the head.
If you're Nathan Black, would you play more weight so the jack goes further back rather than just a foot trail? So if you did a foot trail and it goes wrong, you could be 4 down.
Yeah.
I know the South Australia Bowl looks pretty locked in there.
Especially with Carl's last bowl doing what it did. You'd be tempted to have a little dip, I reckon.
Yeah.
He does have a good weighted shot. He's got those tighter bowls. Just needs to keep it straight, Nathan Black.
Yep.
So he's having a little dip, not full-blooded weight. I'll tell you what, if this turns, he doesn't mind it. He's so close. Oh boy. Very close.
Well, 1 foot trail is still good here for New South Wales. Tuck it round the corner. Make it extremely difficult for Nathan Black to get to the head. He wouldn't back against Lee Schraner doing it either. One of the most consistent performers on the Australian scene for a number of years. Fierce competitor. Not a great deal of excitement from the New South Wales boys at this stage. Held up a long time. Well, that South Australian bowl is really locked in now.
Yep, massively. So Nathan Black, if he wants to, so he's got his bowl. If he gets the jack, and if he can get rid of Nick Carl's bowl at the same time while going through, he really doesn't need to do much more than his last.
Just need to see if he goes a bit quicker here, rather than that fiddly weight.
Same weight, or is it a bit quicker? He's in after this.
I don't know. It's going to get back.
It's pretty close. Very close. And he did get Nick Carl's bowl at the back too. And he stays on. That would have, if he had made that. Wow. So.
Trail for 3 still on. Did draw it to add a second.
Not sure he's there, is he? It's coming.
It's creeping up.
Oh, he's very close. Well, he's drawn the absolute. Not sure he's there. It's Lee Schraner I'm talking about.
Great shooting.
2 to New South Wales, and they extend that buffer.
So Nick has warmed into this game. Took him a few ends to get going, but from about the 6th end, he's been there or thereabouts every end. Setting up good heads for his team. Another pretty good one there too.
So you can go and have a look if you want to grab the live scores, results, .bowlslink.bowls or .com.au, I should say, or the BowlsLink app. And it has all of the live scores.
Charlie's on the march now. Doesn't take him many steps to get down the other end. He's going to float through.
And that BowlsLink app, it's been brilliant. Aaron Delaport and Alex Renzella, who's just jumped in next to us. He's sitting down and made his trip down to Tassie. They've done a great job with the app. We've got Serena Bonnell watching on as well. Great to have your company, Serena. Is it too early to call her the GOAT?
She's a ripper. I talked about Lee Schraner being a fierce competitor. Serena is one of those. Gives 100%.
Yep. And Serena, what is your winning streak on in singles play in Australia? When was the last time you actually lost? Because it doesn't seem fair for everybody else. You are flying. That's how well you're playing. Let us know. We've crossed the halfway point, Troy. And guess what? We're even. 32 apiece. One more each and they'll be level.
And on 32 ends,
Oh, wow.
Val. That's a little bit exciting.
Yep.
All the 32s.
32 for 32. Doesn't quite work. Does not work. Bit of weight from Isaac, and he's followed it through as well, right to the tee. If we were playing respot.
An Irish Richie Benno would be pretty good because it would be dirty chew. Dirty chew. That's actually quite hard to do that.
Yeah. Dirty chew. So, plenty going on. Western Australia's women now leading Victoria's women 39-38. New South Wales 57-15 in front of South Australia. That is quite impressive. Queensland 55-27 up on the NT, and Tassie women leading the ACT 40-26. They were behind for the early part though. Tassie's men currently in front 35-32 on the ACT, so that one has really, really tightened up. Tassie looked like they were romping away. Queensland 52-40 in front of the NT. South Australia and New South Wales. New South Wales now 34-32 in front. And Victoria 34-27 ahead of WA. So not the kindest campaign start to Western Australia, that's for sure.
John O'Voigt is asking this bowl to do a lot from out wide. It's trying to help him. Just leaves it a little high and dry there. So Carl Healy. Okay, just tuck that jack across a little. That'll be the optimal result. Cuts beautifully under that bowl. Can he get the jack? Oh, he did. Well. It was grassed and weighted beautifully and got the beautiful rub-a-dub-dub from the wide bowl. And all of a sudden, this is looking ugly for South Australia.
Oh, we're going to see a little bit of weight from Nathan Black. The problem is it's not an easy one to get at.
Jono beat the front at least. No, he can't.
And he hasn't really made the target any better, has he?
No, so
Probably made it more difficult if he had beaten the front.
So 2 ends ago, Nathan Black was 4 down on the changeover and converted it to 2 up.
Can he do it again?
He's going to
back him
do his darnest.
The way that he's played this morning, he's come up with the right bowl at the right time. He's going to have to do it again. They're down by 3 on this rink. New South Wales have only won 3 rinks so far.
So this is the first end of the game that the front 3 for South Australia haven't gotten within 2.5 feet with at least one of the bowls. Not an ideal time. With the game both on the rink and on the big board right in the balance. And that will count for a measurement indicator from the marker, but I like it for the 5th. So Nathan Black drew a couple of clangers on this backhand side last time round. Can he do it again? He's stalking it.
He's on the trot. He hasn't, has he? Just crashes into Nick Carls.
So 4 at the moment. His weight was good. Nathan Black could get second shot. Just ran into the front, so he's going to have a big final bowl. Leroy. That's a perler. That's a handful at the moment.
So, danger for Nathan Black. Nathan Black on the move. He hates it. He does not like it at all. And this might just be the end where New South Wales make their move. That's a big 5. And it's 20-12. And New South Wales now move to 39-32 in front.
So the warning systems are now alarming for the Crow Eaters. Carl, that's 6 bowls on the trot within 2 feet.
Have you ever listened to this, Troy?
I have, and I've been on it.
You have? Was that without bias or the right
Oh,
one?
no,
you're on
right.
without bias. This one, no. I've got to get you on, Troy.
I feel a little sad now.
I'll make you happy, don't worry.
Shot from Peter Taylor. Very consistent, been playing really good positional bowls as well as second. If he's dropped short, he's dropped short in Good spots just short of the head. Good position behind. Playing a perfect seconds game here today. Really building the head nicely for Carl and Lee to follow.
This is starting to look quite precarious for South Australia based on one end that hasn't gone their way. That 5 has hurt them beyond proportion.
So ominous on this rink, but on the overall, South Australia well and truly in it.
Yep. Well, it's 8 here and 8 overall. So this is the rink. This is where the damage is being done. And the front 3, just Jono Voigt has dipped slightly. And they put, I think, that little bit too much pressure on Nathan Black. And it's maybe not as if Jono's dipped. I think it's been that the front 3 have been that good for New South Wales. And when you've got that pedigree.
Yeah, I'll do a stats update at the end of this end. See where people have tracked across the game. It's ripped back. And it falls. Could be second. It's the one South Australia needed. They didn't really have a closey, so gives them something to work with. Carl's out on that similar line that Jono was on. He's just got that little bit more weight.
When you have that more weight, it's, yeah. Screen is...
Never wasted behind, though.
No. So played 13 ends so far. Just the one killed, which I'm very okay with.
Now they need John Voigt
Yep.
here. It's not on the worst track. Does it hold up for long enough? It does. John Voigt. Just what the South Australians needed.
Lee Schraner trundles his way down. Making its way down. Can he sit that bowl away? Won't even touch. Leroy finds the hole again. Going around the back.
Yeah, it's gone for a swim, unfortunately.
Yep.
And the water's cold down here. You do not want to be going for a swim down here at the moment.
You don't want to jump in the Mersey.
It looks beautiful.
It does. In fairness, I would sooner jump in there than the Yarra.
It's beautiful paths and walkways along the Devonport waterway. It's but yeah, you wouldn't be jumping in it.
No. Fresh. Went up to the Mersey Bluff the other day and just that breeze that you get. Lee Schraner, he's got weight. He's closing in. Lee Schraner. How has he not gotten the result?
He has found a lot of holes today.
But that was the most minuscule of the lot. I'm not sure how he hasn't hit anything. Hands on head, sort of bereft, wondering what the hell just happened. Nathan Black needs to make good here. Can he make a second, or is that Nick Carl Bowl? Is that Nick Carl Bowl worth a 3 on the forehand?
He probably just draws Val, because if he happens to just touch the jack a little bit, he makes 3 also.
Oh, yes, very true.
Or he gets the inside edge of Nick's bowl.
Oh, he's so close. He's so close. Nathan Black.
Oh, he's probably a little bit quick for what he wanted.
And has he stayed around enough? He stays with one.
Wow, Val. That was close.
Oh, there's that Austin Powers scene when he says, I also like to live dangerously. I don't think Nathan Black was hoping to live that dangerously.
You know what? The foot less weight, and it was the perfect bowl. But
it's all right. They're back on the board. 7 here and 7 on the overall master board. That's the difference.
That was the important thing after dropping that number. You see a lot in weekend pennant, things like that. It's really important to respond when you drop a number like that. So let the opposition know that you're not phased. You're still in it. So Charlie's got him off to a good start here, holding 2 South Australia.
So Tasmania and the ACT in the men's, well, it was looking precarious for Tasmania, and it's looking even more precarious for Tasmania because it's 39 apiece. They were miles ahead. Connor has just passed out. That's why he's gone mute. Queensland lead the NT for 59 to 48, so still somewhat of a chance. New South Wales and South Australia, well, that's 9 the difference now. It's gone up to 42, 43. Nick Carl's addition is very good. So, and then Victoria's men leading WA 38 to 32. And then the women's, well, let's see what's happening here. 43 to 30, Tasmania over the ACT. Queensland lead the NT 59 to 31. South Australia and New South Wales. New South Wales 62 to 20. And then WA leading Victoria 45 to 42. Victoria, if they lose that, you would almost say that they're cooked. Queensland and with Queensland to come today. So, Tasmania's men, after 2 wins yesterday, they are now behind. They are now behind to the ACT.
We'll need to take the remedial massage table back out.
No, I need to
fill
get
up the water bottles.
Have we got a defibrillator for Connor? He says every club should have one. And if they don't, I fear for his life. So Tasmania down by 3 against the ACT. After winning 2 yesterday, they just have to keep plugging along.
Three-foot shot there from John O. Carl's having a good look at this head. While he is, we'll run through some stats since we're about the 2/3 of the way through.
Yeah, what do you got for me, Troy?
So South Australia, first 3 players. Sorry about that. First 3 players across the first third were at 42%. And now for the game, they're at 38, so they've had a dip in that last third. But it's been the New South Wales team. Nick Carl's gone from 38% to 50%. Peter Taylor's gone from 50 to 53, and Carl's gone from 32 to 40. So strong improvement and build through this game from the Blues. We spoke about the need of South Australia to go with them. They were always going to keep coming at them, then they would have to go along for the ride. So that's their challenge now in this back half of the game. Carl slips under with that one, and the battle of the skips, head conversion. So from the shots at changeover of the thirds to the end result of the end, Lee Schraner holds the advantage there, being +4 on Nathan Black for that.
It's starting to look pretty promising for New South Wales. Things are more than going their way. Aaron Wilson's rink. I'll have a look at what's actually happening across the rinks here at the Australian Sides Championships. So, got Aaron Wilson leading 14-11 over Scotty T, Scott Thorburn, and Wayne Rudiger and Ben Twist are at 9 all. And Rudy's just killed an end. Here, of course, we know what's happening. And there is plenty happening.
Great effort from Kyle Healy.
Another beauty. I want to have a look, Troy, at these Tassie rinks because they were looking in cruise control. So Dylan Fisher, 18-2 in front of Rob Craven. And the Mark Knights rink, that's been the one. So they were in front 11 shots to 6 and now find themselves 16-12 down on Mac McLean. And Sean Robertson, well, the rink that we streamed yesterday that got absolutely, and I don't think they'd mind us saying, but they got trounced by Queensland. They lead Taylor Mail 24-12. They were down 12-8.
Unbelievable.
Okay, no, we need a defibrillator. Connor's convulsing. He wants to be subbed in. Don't be like that, Connor. Don't be like that to Taylor. Nathan Black. Nathan Black, has he done the absolute? No.
Still just the one.
But if there is a trail on offer.
Well, he's been finding holes all game. This is the one time. This is the one time he wants to find one again.
Can he find the hole? He'll drop short of the hole. Now Nathan Black trying to trail. If he can get one. It would be highly advantageous. Could make a 3. Hasn't quite worked, so to be 1 to SA back-to-back ends, unless Leroy can't make good here. Well, he's making his way downtown. Not quite. So one more to SA. So in terms of ends won, so we sit 15 ends gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So South Australia have actually won more ends. But New South Wales have only, in the 7 ends they've won, they've only scored 1 single. Everything else has been a multiple. So South Australia need to tidy that sort of stuff up.
I think that's the reflection in the stats. We just saw that lower effectiveness rate means less bowls in the head, which leaves you more prone to numbers. Al's just doing some running repairs. He's got a huge gash on his leg.
No, yeah, it's no. I've scratched myself, Troy.
Do we need an ambulance?
Nah, or for Connor maybe, but no, I've scratched myself and ended up realising that it's a bit of blood, but
Blood rule.
Band-Aid wouldn't fix.
Absolutely magic day here in Devonport. Looking at the trees outside, doesn't look to be a lot of wind about either. Just a really gentle breeze. Looking forward this afternoon to getting out in the outdoor greens and having a look at the action. Best perk of the job I have is being in the best seat in the house. Some of the best bowlers in Australia. If you're watching nearby on the coast, get yourself in here to Devonport Country Club. Oh, that's good bowl from Isaac. Just been a little absent for the last 3 ends or so. So good comeback here from him. Oh, Peter Taylor. Oh. Carl hid that one. I thought it was better than that.
So, Tasmania and ACT. The men, I believe they might be all square now. Tasmania have taken the lead again. Connor is sitting there like Lazarus. He was lying down. His head is picked up. He might have resurrected himself. Queensland in the NT. It's 11 shots the difference. Victoria leading 42-35. You can check all the rink scores, the individual rinks in the games in the BowlsLink app or results.bowlslink.com.au. And there is the BowlsLink app. You can keep the Bowls World at your fingertips, Troy.
Great upgrades recently too.
Yeah.
Fantastic product. Keep abreast of all the news.
Well, you have to keep abreast, Troy. There's so much news going on across the 8 states and territories.
There's a nice little channel down here for John O'Voigt. Underneath his own bowl. He's going to play at a great speed at it.
Well, that's not a bad home to be in. Not a bad home at all. They just have to score a multiple here to SA to try and get things back on track. Down by 9 on the master board.
Players on the other rink, they've got an off-centre jack that's out quite wide, so they're getting the wanders out to see what's going on. Carl getting close this head down for New South Wales. John O'Voigt, can he get down? I think that weight's just going to kill him from coming back.
His line again. Spot on.
Carl's on a good line here. Just needs to get back to the SA bowl. And he does. Great shot, Carl Healy. That's a beauty.
So does Nathan Black jump on his forehand, try and trail the jack down the line? Or does he stay on the backhand and clear those bowls? What are you doing if you're here, Troy?
It seems there's been a few times where I thought he might have drawn on the backhand side down here, but he's shown a propensity to prefer to play weight on his forehand. I think he's trying to sneak round the front and sit into the pack. Oh, we're going to have another Scotty Franklin
we
here.
We might. Oh,
no.
It was tense for a sec. Oh, that's opened it up a little bit for...
You'll probably go hunting those two with the next...
Yep, that's made it better. That is Not a bad result for Blackie, so Lee Schraner needs to try and beat him to it.
No doubt that Blackie will be
Yep.
looking to do a little chinker, take those two out.
I think I've ever heard that one before.
What's the sound they make as he's
Oh, yeah.
chinker off the first one, onto
yeah.
the second one, chinker. A chinker.
Have a couple of deliveries out there that when you hear them bounce on the rink, you can hear the boom boom like Netflix.
These are the sort of shots Blackie loves playing.
A dinky little way to shots, and I tell you what, he's not a mile away. Nathan Black. Oh.
That's his. Oh.
That's a result.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
It's getting hot in the tub.
Wow.
That was definitely not what he was going for.
You don't get those results being short, though, Val.
No. And it's, as we say, it's like a net court in tennis. When you get them, you apologise. But inside, it's like your 21st all over again. Lee Schraner. Can he say thank you, mother, for the rabbits? He's very close. Very close. Leroy.
Made two of it.
They just got trained. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. Carl Healy takes the hat off.
Both in the context of this rink and also the big board. One down. Delicate little passionate tap on the jack there, making two.
Delicate yet passionate. So, as things start to heat up a little bit, check what the scores are doing. Tasmania 46-42 over the ACT, 48 ends played. South Australia, New South Wales, it's 49-35 now. They're pulling away. Queensland are about to beat the NT 65-50. They have got a huge clash this afternoon against Victoria, which is going to be, I think, there's going to be a lot of feeling in that one. And then the Vics at the moment, 44-35 over WA. So Matty Flapper looks like he's going to get his win. The women's, what are we seeing here? Tasmania 51-36 in front of the ACT. Queensland 76-34 in front over the NT. New South Wales 72-23 in front of South Australia. That is...
Flex their muscle there, Val, haven't they?
Yeah. They are looking ominous. So it's looking like it could be down to Tassie and New South Wales for who gets the bragging rights. I'm looking forward to whenever that is. And Victoria and Western Australia. 47-46. But WA couldn't be on for another draw, could they? So when did Tasmania... Oh, this afternoon, 1 o'clock, Tasmania against New South Wales.
Might have to be the roving reporter for you, Val, this afternoon, because they're two crackers outside, aren't they? Queensland and... Tas and New South Wales.
The good thing is we'll be able to see the Tasmania-New South Wales clash. We'll be bringing you the NT versus WA. Christina Van Nierop will be in action, so we'll have a Jackaroo, Com Games gold medalist, up for you next.
Good correction from Isaac. Gets him the shot. Possibly two, but definitely one. Beautifully weighted from Carl. Now a measure for shot. I think South Australia might still just have it, but the New South Wales bowls are lying down. Doesn't change John O'Voigt's shot though. Close as you can, please, says Blackie.
Just there, mate. Same ball.
Pretty much the same bowl from Carl. He was all over it last time. He's definitely pulled the line in. Has he pulled it in too much? Weight ended up being the main issue, so... No one's giving much away around her shot. Looks to be a backhand draw. The bowl of South Australia's is nearly 2 feet from the jack. Leroy's going to swing out onto the forehand. Trying to get underneath that bowl of John O'Voigt's. tracking nicely. Lee Schraner. What a beauty. Back-to-back magnificent draw shots from Lee. He's on the trot. Needs to get down. Oh, doesn't want to hit his own out of the head. Now, how many is this now?
This could be ugly.
That will count. To say that they can't afford to drop this is an understatement. Context of the rink and also the master board. Now, how much turn will Blackie get out of his bowls?
Not enough, I don't think. Let's cut it down.
Having a very close look at it, aren't they?
1 to New South Wales, so they continue on their merry way. And it's starting to look a little precarious because the margin is extended out to 14 shots across not just this rink, it's overall here it's 9. Broxy 1.5. Sure of a full name, but morning Troy, great commentary. Oh, from Wilson.
It's paid endorsement.
Oh, right, okay.
Thanks, Wilson.
Doesn't like me. In fairness, I enjoy sitting next to Troy. Dulcet tones.
I'm not familiar with the handle, but I'm presuming it's maybe Wilson Alexander.
Okay.
If it is Willow, hope you're well, mate. Well, regardless of what Wilson it is, hello. But good man, Willow Alexander. Made the move to Broadbeach. Another good one here from Nick. It's beautiful bowling. So we've had one dead end, so there's been 19 ends played by the leads in this match. Nick has only missed out on 4 of those 19 ends. 15 of the 19, he has had at least one bowl within 2 feet.
Been right on the money.
Good reply here from Charlie. Much better head for his team. Potentially further into this end, that looks like a nice little split up the front. I don't know that Isaac will be running right now, but great shot, Peter Taylor, and falls over. Val's getting violent here, throwing laptops around.
I was just shutting it just to check something, and it just...
No, Val.
Yeah, no, apologies.
You weren't
Troy, if
enjoying
I
my
scared
company,
you.
mate.
I
Just
love your
say,
company.
You don't need to
Your
get all
company-
snippy with me.
Your company gets the people going, Troy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Isaac is loading up. Good weight. Taylor puts a nice one around the back. You'd think he'll get Isaac to go again, having gone with his first. And he is. The big man's winding up.
Close. But no cigar. South Coogee, 3115. Great coverage and commentary. Helps with this rainy Sydney day.
I don't know what it's like elsewhere, but you could not ask for a nicer day here at Devonport today.
No, it's been pretty good this week for sides.
We're hoping that the expected rain for Sunday morning stays away to get through the final round. Forecast is okay, I think, for tomorrow at this stage. Spoke about it being a bit of a draw drive. Oh, great shot here, Carlos. A draw drive sort of green, so just lucky commit him here to going again. It's not an easy draw in there to make the head better for South Australia. We'll see Jono go here too. He will.
How's he going?
It's
Yeah,
drifting
it's-
as well.
Yeah, this is starting to look really ugly from a South Australian point of view. Carl just needs to pop another one in.
So they go to the Peter Thompson blocker here. 6 feet short on the line. Well, Carl potentially changes a few angles at the front. There's a wider target area now, though.
Again. So when does it get to the point where South Australia have to stop? Because I don't think New South Wales are going to try and make this target any bigger now.
Well, the thing is, Nathan Black in this direction hasn't been overly keen to draw a shot on his backhand coming
No,
this way,
the other direction.
which is the only hand
Yeah.
he can draw the shot.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to keep going here.
Maybe even wind up a little more. Look, his driving is very accurate. See what he conjures up.
Well, he hasn't bulked the head up, Lee, so let's see what what Blackie's going to do here. He's going to prove me wrong here, Val. He's going to try and draw this on his backhand. I'm whispering because we're quite close to the players. I don't want Blackie to be hearing me in his ear while he's delivering, but I don't think he's drawn a shot on this backhand all game.
Nathan Black. Very close. Oh, question from on the comments. You pill. Connor Munnings. How is the mighty Tasmania going?
Oh, wow. You can't stop him, can you?
They are 52 to 47 ahead after 54. There you go, Connor. You can check the BowlsLink app, or you can head to results.bowlslink.com.au. Can't help himself.
Well, I actually think that's made it harder for Blackie as far as a weighted shot goes. The angles have been changed there. Charlie Hicks bowl onto the Nick Cahill bowl, I think, will miss the jack. Potentially squashing through the
So what are we
two
thinking?
Schraner bowls.
What are we thinking,
might get
Troy?
a result. Well, it might be a bit of a hit and see here.
Shut your eyes, hope for the best. Here it is. Big weight, Nathan Black. Close. Everything moves.
Including his own.
Yep. The one that he wanted to stay moved away. And this could be a 4 to New South Wales. And it is a 4 to New South Wales. 3 ends on the bounce. 7 shots coming from them. 27 to 14 now. Imperious showing. 3 ends to play. They are looking mightily ominous. So, other scores, 49 to 53 in favour of WA over Victoria in the women's. New South Wales women 83 to 24 in front over South Australia. That's incredible. Queensland 89 to 36 over the NT. Tassie 58-41. Men's Victorian men 50 to 39 over WA. Queensland men 70 to 52 up on the NT. And Tassie 54-47 up on the ACT.
So Charlie Hicks, he's tried hard today. He's just been a little outclassed by Nick Cahill, and that's not to denigrate him. He's done okay, but Nick's been very, very consistent. But what I do like, Val, is that South Australia invested the time to select him for this side with a view to the future. And we've seen Tasmania do that over the last few years, who invested in putting some of the young and up-and-coming players in, and they're starting to see the benefits of it.
Yep, exactly.
It's a real investment in the future.
100%. And who's to say that Adelaide won't be hosting the Nationals or South Australia won't be hosting the Nationals anytime soon? You never know. Got some really good clubs. Adelaide, Lockleys, Holdfast Bay.
I talked about getting a portable rink at the foot of Uluru earlier. How about 4 portable rinks in the Barossa Valley, in the vineyards? That'd be awesome.
I'm sure some bowlers would be very happy with that. Kate Argent-Bonin only lives maybe 10 minutes away from the Barossa, so she'd be pretty happy.
Do you reckon the players would be happy about going in for their lunch break and it's a cheese platter and a glass of red or white?
Some would. Some would. You can guarantee someone would be like, "Where's the beer?"
Troy, we are in
Oh, so you do have a voice.
we are in wine country of Tasmania. There's plenty of wineries up here. The Cradle Tasting Trail.
You start talking about Tasmania or anything to do with Tasmania. There, he's come back.
And is supported by Events Tasmania, Discover Tasmania.
He's put his mic back on just to give a plug to Tasmania.
We'll talk about the Barossa Valley. We should talk about the wineries of Tasmania.
The quality of Tassie wines over the last 30 years has a real international reputation now.
So since you left,
A lot of good whites, and Jance is one of their more famous sparklings. Very highly regarded.
Went to a nice winery the other day on my day off.
oh yes,
Lanigan's.
Lanigan's.
It's very new. It's on Rocky Cape, and they actually don't have their own product yet. But it's a very, very new winery. But in a couple of months' time, I'm keen to taste it.
Okay.
It's a very nice place. Good food, well priced.
Do a nice whiskey too. Lark Distillery.
Like down in Hobart, yeah.
And, up at Burnie, they had the old Hillier distillery that I visited. Very nice single malt up there.
Did you have a visit?
I did.
Very good.
I did the tour.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's great.
Plenty of room for all players still to draw in there, Troy.
Yeah. I think that last score's probably just taken the sting out of this game a little bit, and the masterboard. Just a little unconscious relaxation probably from both teams, to be fair.
Yeah, it's gone quiet. It's gone very quiet in here.
It's just taken the sting out of the tail.
Who do you think are the noisiest team in the Nationals?
Victoria.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it Victoria?
Not even close. I thought that was a rhetorical question. It's even, it's down to under 18 level as well. You can hear it. It's kind of embedded into them. Be noisy, be boisterous.
Oh, a little bit of wiki woo here. Oh. Jono just needs to get down. Oh, he's a little stiff there.
Carl's effectiveness against Jono has been insanely good in this second half of the contest. He's really jumped on top of him when Jono was on top early. The apothecary has just started to heal things for New South Wales.
When you say apothecary, I can't help but think of Schitt's Creek. One of my favourite shows
It
of
is a
all
very
time.
good show. It is a
If
very...
it's not the best show of all time,
I'd-
there's not many ahead of it. It's so well done. So
David,
funny. and
David. the
characterisation in it, amazing.
But it's the development of the characters.
Oh.
Yeah. The baby. David is one of my all-time favourite characters. He's hilarious. And the little bit Alexis.
Yeah, nice shot here from Leroy. Holding 4.
Oh, that's a little bit Leroy.
That one hit like my Teresa Green. I had no idea what you were talking about now.
It's your favourite show. Schitt's Creek. It's that song, A Little Bit Alexis.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
okay.
You've lost me on that one. Sorry. Maybe I need to rewatch it for a third time.
Maybe you do.
I've watched it all the way through twice.
It's one of the funniest scenes.
Yeah.
All right, well, clearly you're not as big a fan as I thought.
How many episodes are there?
Remember David doing the Tina Turner impression for his
that's very
boyfriend?
funny.
That was quite funny.
6 seasons, I think.
Oh.
5 or 6. Some of them are short, though, like not... I think maybe like 15 episodes max.
2 great eggs and Leroy.
Marcus had to get 2 paddles out. You know, you're in danger.
It is
when that happens.
Yeah, it is a bit of a target, but he has to get it, and he's, 5 or 6 down. So Nathan Black, what can he conjure?
Quick drive. One gone, almost got the result he was after. So, another 4. And New South Wales have absolutely run away with this. This is quite incredible. It was 12 to 13 in favour of New South Wales. It's now 31 to 14. The run of momentum has been nothing short of exemplary.
This is, you see it a lot at Nationals level. You're Victoria and New South Wales and Queensland, and then with South Australia, Western Australia and Tas, they will often push them for 2/3, 3/4 of the game and keep in touch, but it's just that little touch of class and extra consistency from those top tier teams that just see them push through. And some of that can be belief too. I know my club at Paradise Point, I spent a number of Premier League seasons being really close to winning games and just sort of falling down in that last back end of the game.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't happen to me the other week in Pennant. We were pretty tight halfway mark, and then my opponent just got over the top of me, and by the end of it, my Rink had lost by 13 shots, and I was like, oh, where'd that come from? Didn't feel like that.
Winning is definitely a habit.
Yep.
And it can just take winning a couple of those close games in a row that just gives everyone that self-belief and a little extra drive when the going does get tough late in the game, just to drive through. And that's the challenge for these states, to start getting those couple of wins a bit more consistently.
Yeah, some teams just know how to win. Doesn't matter what position they're in. That's all a mental thing.
It's the ability to maintain a clear mind and good delivery regardless of match situation too. It's that trust in your delivery and your process.
So Queensland have beaten the NT. They go to 2 wins and 1 loss. So after a first up loss to Tassie, they are on the board. The Lucas, Wilson, Nelson and Nelson Rink, 3 wins plus 40. 82 for, 42 against. That's just from 3 games. They are enjoying some sort of a competition together. The other scores, Tassie 58 to 51 up on the ACT. If all they've got to do now is win, they just have got to win. Doesn't matter about how much by, just got to keep winning, because after this they get to take on New South Wales outside. So New South Wales have to, Connor, I know you'll like this, they've got to try and adapt from the indoor to the outdoor.
Yeah, but they're a class team.
Yeah, we know that, but I think Tassie will just
something
have that in
Tassie.
their head. Yeah.
Well, they did it yesterday as well, New South Wales. So they've done it once already. But yesterday was a weird day for New South Wales. They only won 2 rinks.
No, they ended up getting 3 in
did
the end.
they?
Yeah, they pinched one very late against WA at the last end.
Yep. Still, 3 rinks and 2 overall wins. You don't see that much.
Well, Aaron Wilson had 2 10-plus wins, which is huge. And Victoria leading WA 50-42, so Maddie Flapper's record breaker might be a winning one. And in the women's, Tasmania are home and hosed against the ACT, so they're 5 from 5 completed.
We've got a frog that's joined us on commentary somewhere. Looking for the mystery frog.
The Tassie tree frog.
No idea who that was. Jeez.
Maybe it was Alex Rinzella.
Don't stitch him up. He's only just sat down. Give him time. And then NT in Queensland, yeah, that's done 89-40 in favour of Queensland. South Australia and New South Wales 88-30. That is, well, there's demoralising losses, and that is one of them. Victoria now leading WA 61-55.
So this afternoon is really shaping up to be
The
important round.
Yep.
Both Tassie and New South Wales look like they'll be undefeated. I mean, there's still a game to go in the men's side for Tasmania.
Top of the table clash.
Yep. One team will go a game clear.
So the Samantha Atkinson rink is the one for Victoria that has got them back in front, because they were 18-15 down in the last 2 ends, and 19-20. They've scored a 5 and a 3. So that's literally rectified it for them. And then you see Cass Millerick leading Lisa Featherby 18-16 and Lara Butler leading Lisa Phillips 21-20. So that's been the close one of the morning. We thought it might be here. Well, that hasn't eventuated. Here on the penultimate end, 20 of 21. Just going through the motions before we get this one done. The afternoon is going to be huge.
Good pair there from John O'Voigt. Started the game in a blaze of glory, John O'Voigt. Not that he's played badly in the back end, but just the weight of numbers has been telling in this match.
It reminds me of Harvey from the ACT yesterday. He started the game really well with his bright pink bowls, and then once Queensland started getting on top, he just faded away, and it's a similar story here.
Leroy's going to have a little fiddle at this one.
It's a great bowl by Leroy. And it looks like we'll go again. He's killed it.
But it's over. They can't win.
Thank you, Leroy.
Shots?
Yeah, but
It's the competitive spirit of the game, mate.
Yeah,
It doesn't
but
matter the
we
match
don't-
situation. You want to
I know.
you want to kill it.
But why? Why? You can tell I haven't grown up.
Yeah, we're still an hour ahead of yesterday.
We still are, yes. But we could smell it. We could smell the finish line, gentlemen.
We could.
We also have to preserve ourselves. You can tell I haven't grown up with this format.
Yeah. So I don't mind it.
Yeah, but you've grown up with it.
Yeah, I've grown up with it. feel like in this type of format, the best team does eventually win. The BPL
It would with Respot too.
the BPL. Yeah, it would.
Because AO's
I was just
Respot.
talking about the length, but like if something like the BPL, like if you just have a short momentum run of form, 5 ends, you can win it. Like,
But then you look at a 15-end event like the AO as well.
that's good length, yeah. So
And that extra 6 ends does that a lot with Respot.
yeah,
That's I'm more than okay with that.
yeah.
But yes, sometimes it does get there. But, each of their own. A lot of people do love it, and a lot of people are probably wishing they could throttle me through the screen.
Well, back in the day in Tassie, mate, we used to
25
play
ends.
25 ends.
25 ends.
And that was only a couple of years ago. It wasn't that long ago.
25 ends.
And I prefer 25.
Yeah. Used to have afternoon tea
Yep.
break
So
at about
When did you get out of
11.
the asylum, Connor?
I like 25. And I used to slow people down a lot.
Oh, you would have been the player that everyone hated to play against. You haven't said no.
It's a mental game, and that sometimes grinds players. Like you'd be an easy beat, Val.
Oh, I'd be kicking you.
my time.
I'd start kicking your balls away.
I'd be purposely slowing down play for you and killing ends when I didn't need to, just to upset you.
No, but if I was playing, I'd be like, well, okay, it's fine. If it was slow play and it was gamesmanship, then I'd start kicking your bowls away, and then I'd be throwing them off the green, hiding them, and be like, all right, you want to play slow? Go find your bowls.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
We can play dirty too.
I'm not playing dirty. It's just how I play. And sometimes a quick arm. And in team formats like this, when you have 3 rings, if you are leading and you're feeling the flow,
Yeah.
you do slow it down. So you're the last ring to finish, and if it's close, if you're getting a belting, sometimes I fasten it up.
Yeah.
So I'm not continuously losing and letting the whole side down.
Zach needs a clean run. He gets it. This is probably the one for me that I think could quicken up the games a little bit, potentially, is the thirds returning to that mat together.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that it's necessary from the thirds position to have them going 1 for 1 and going backwards and forwards like the skips do.
Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting though, because I can see arguments for other sport. A lot of people like the 2020 cricket leagues around the world, like the franchise cricket, which I'm not as big of a fan of. But tests, I think it hasn't really changed, so that is a ripper from Carl. And then tennis, you talk about the Grand Slams going to the advantage 5th sets when you could go to 2018 in a 5th set instead of making it a tie-break. I feel as though a tie-break sort of makes things a little bit more lucky at the end of a 5-hour match or a 4-hour match. But then again, from a broadcast point of view, there's a finite finish. So it's all circumstance, it's all preference, it's all personal opinion. There's no wrong opinion, there's no right opinion.
Some people will tell you there's a right opinion.
I know they will. I know they will. I'm sure somebody's going to come up to me and say that today at some stage.
Jono, this one's ripping home for him.
I guess it's all about what you've grown up with and what you've grown up loving as well.
Yeah.
So, you've grown up playing this sort of a format, Connor. You've grown up playing 25 ends, so this is quite short for you.
Yeah, I mean, Tasmania now plays 21.
Yeah.
But, a lot of my early bowls career was 25 ends. And
Got a good attention span too, I'll give you that.
the afternoon teas made it though. You'd stop and the country towns that just have
Yeah.
like cream cakes, lamingtons.
Well, that is as sweet as any of those from Carl.
Yeah, I always used to love going to Jeeveston. That was my favourite
Jeeveston.
spot to go.
Yep.
Fluffy little fairy cakes and
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
freshly made sandwiches from the country bakehouse bread.
Anything down to Huon Valley, Jeeveston, Huonville, Franklin, Dover.
Oh.
Jono.
New Norfolk's pretty good.
Heard New Norfolk is quite nice.
Good afternoon tea down there. Remember when I was a kid starting 10 years old, we had to bring our own, each plate had to bring your own plate of afternoon tea, and Mum used to make the curried egg sandwiches for me. So I'd take
Of
down
course you had-
in my little
of course
whites,
you
walking
had.
down as a little 10-year-old.
Of course you had curry.
Curried egg sandwiches, good curried egg
One of
sandwiches.
the best.
So Leroy holding the one. He's not far away if he gets under.
Oh, he didn't want that little tickle.
I think he might still count.
It's close.
It is sticking out.
Yeah, Blackie's going for broke. Don't watch Val. Could be a dead end here.
It could be.
Maybe I might need the defibrillator. Nathan Black.
I'm sort of hoping he gets it now, Val, just for you. Oh, no, he's under for that one. He's got another one, though, Val.
You hate me, Troy.
He's got another one.
Lee Schraner.
Slightly under his previous line. Look at this for bowling.
That is good, but doesn't make it more of a yum-yum.
That was beautiful carpet bowling.
And
Damn, he didn't kill it.
Both New South Wales bowls stayed there.
I'm not sure how, but they did. And it's a 3. Well, this is quite incredible what's happened and what has transpired.
I just want to have a look at the replay on that drive, how both bowls stayed there.
So, didn't muck around, hit it sweet.
Yeah,
Wow.
clipped his own front one first, and then it careered into the other.
It's starting to get super dangerous now. 34-14.
So this has been a really... What was the final score in the game he did yesterday afternoon? Was it 31-10 or something?
34-10, yeah.
So, to me, this feels like a completely different game
Yeah,
to that, but
and
we've
it's-
nearly got the same result.
Yeah. Yep. And it's really at the end, it was more the ACT got some shots in the last few ends, but started that at 21-0. So Queensland's got a 21-0 head start. And here it was, after 11 ends, at the halfway point, it was 13-12. Since then, New South Wales have scored 21-2. Dominant. And they are going to make sure that they win their 22nd tie in a row.
So we're on what we think will be the last end.
$34-14. It's not what we expected halfway through this and where it would go. Haven't really... I wonder what the closest match we've had across sides and senior sides has been, because had a 4-shot win to Julie Fitz Victorian Rink over Sharon Renshaw, but it was kind of never really a chance for, it was 7 shots with 3 ends to go, and no one was scoring big. We've not really had a thriller.
Well, since sides started, our 3 games, I'd say it have been beltings on our ring. Yeah.
And it's no disrespect, but yes.
It's the luck of the draw. As we mentioned earlier, the double draw between WA and SA yesterday. It's astounding. Interesting enough, that's ever happened before. Possibly, but...
I asked Clive, and he's been playing for a very long time. I think he made his debut at a similar time as Matty Flapper. And Clive has never seen it. And he'd remember it. Got one of the best memories in this sport, does Clive? There is not many people that are more passionate about bowls than the one and only Clive Adams. Always good to see him at events.
Beautiful result on that. Carl's brought his own bowl as well as Nick Carl's. Shorter one up.
Bit of Carl on Carl. Spelled differently, pronounced the same.
I must admit, I've got to think of Nick's surname every time before I say it, because I just instinctively want to say Cahill all the time.
So I was lucky I was first introduced to him as Nick Carl, so I never think of Cahill.
Yes.
I'm really glad his dad actually came and told me, because I've been saying it wrong forever. Lindsay knew and didn't tell me. And Nick knew and didn't tell me.
Lindsay's too nice.
Yeah, Lindsay, she's the guy.
She's the nicest person on the planet.
Yep. My twin, Lindsay Clark. I even bought similar glasses to her just to look like Lindsay.
So you learned to bowl like her now.
Yeah, there's no chance of that. Another one from Carl, and he probably gets that MVP.
There's a chance of a bit of weight here, Val.
It will.
Potential for a bit of a dead end here.
Bit of a yum-yum. But Carl has tidied it up a bit before. It was looking very framed. But just turning that bowl over and sitting in front of the jack makes it a bit better for New South Wales. I think South Australia, they haven't been hitting much.
He's going hard. Could it be? It's something. Oh, wow.
Close to a dead end.
That was so close.
We can breathe easy. We can breathe easy. Trail it in the pit, Leroy. Trail it in the pit.
It was a good shot. It was a good shot from Jono.
Looking forward to seeing what's on the lunch here at Devonport Country Club today. We had a choice of butter chicken or Rogan Josh yesterday. Check to see what we get on the menu today.
Yeah, beautiful curries yesterday.
Can he cut underneath? No, he can't. I think you'll be right here, Val. I don't think Blackie will be driving at this.
Not now.
Nice open draw on the forehand. Someone just walked over my grave there. A bit of a cold shiver.
No, it's been a bit. It's usually quite warm in our little corner here.
I think we've just lost the sun on our backs.
In the naughty corner. Nathan Black, can he give them something?
It's tracking pretty well.
Yep.
Just needs to stop. Ooh, almost ran down the hill then. Now we need Leroy to draw a side resting toucher here. That'll promote Blackie to have a bit of a crack, I reckon.
We don't want that, Troy.
Come on, Leroy. You can do it.
He's pretty close. He's in a pretty good spot here.
Come on, Leroy.
Oh, he might actually. I think he's obliged, or has he got it past?
That's a good spot.
Blackie has liked that sort of
I think,
forehand
yeah,
swinger down
I
there.
think he
hasn't
might be
A
going
couple
for
of
this.
times. Close your eyes out.
Well, it can bounce off Leroy's and go out of bounds.
I can't watch. Oh, it's okay.
It's not severe weight.
Yep, it's okay. So last bolt on its way down. Nathan Black making its way down.
Very close.
Is he going to hit something? Gets the jack and
Whoa.
he's made it. He's made it.
Bit of black magic to finish.
Sure is. It'll be two. We think two. Just make sure of it. It was. So there it is. Oh. Two in the end. So 34 to 16 is the score in the end. Brilliant final bowl from Nathan Black. Does nicely, but it is a huge win for New South Wales, who continue on their merry way. They will edge up to 22 consecutive wins since 2022. 2 for 22, Troy, as he's walked off. So thank you to Troy. He's walked off before we've even let him go. You can't just get off that quickly. Off you go, Troy. Off you go. He's been dismissed. Connor, well done to you. Good stuff.
Thank you very much, Val.
We'll catch you very shortly at about 1 o'clock for the next match between WA and the Northern Territory in women's fours action. Looking forward to that. But it's New South Wales, skipped by Lee Schraner and led by Nick Carl, Peter Taylor and Carl Hilly. They get a 34 to 16 win.